Hi, I'm Lynn with Blue Rubber Stamps, and today I want to show you a technique that uses glitter and double-sided tape. You can make a beautiful Christmas card in 5 minutes, and it will really wow your friends. I want to show you how to make this beautiful card, and as you can see, it has glitter all over it, and it's a really quick card. So, first thing we're going to do is stamp. And that's the hard part. This is a really big stamp, so we just want to make sure that we get it stamped good. We are going to double stamp this, so this really is probably good enough for now. And we're going to quickly color one color and use the blender to make the blue clouds, the blue sky actually. I'm just going to run pan pastel along the top of the clouds, and one way to think about it is I'm just going to color where the extra dots are. That shows us where we want to do a little bit of the shading, so the darkest part I want where the dots are. Now I'm going to just put the blue in first, then I'm going to come in with the blender, and this makes it a super quick card. And I don't have to worry too much about going over the tree because we're going to double stamp, and that'll bring all of the detail back in. The color I'm using is turquoise, and then I will use the colorless blender to blend it out a little bit. One year I used this technique so much that I had glitter on me and my grandson, and then I knew it was time to stop when it was on my husband, but I didn't tell him it was on him. So now remember, I always use oversized paper, so we will be trimming off the sides. So now I'm just going to go in with the colorless blender and pull it out a little bit. I don't want to go above where the dots end, so we're just going to kind of keep it. And as you notice, as it goes up, the dots actually kind of tend to go out a little bit more. So I want to kind of go with the flow of the clouds. But can you see how it just elongates that color? It just kind of keeps, I'm not adding more blue, I'm just adding the blender, and it's pulling all that color out there. And I'm just going right over top of the tree now because, like I said, we're going to stamp again, so we're okay with that. It's okay if I go over the bird too. I'm just kind of following the lines of the dots as to where I stop. Okay, and then for the ground, I'm going to put a little bit of tiny blue right above wherever you can kind of see, again, the little lines and dots. And for some reason, you put a little bit of blue on white, it makes it look like there's snow on the ground with a little bit of shading. So, a lot of times I'll just use my finger to smear it in a little bit. And that's done for the coloring. We're going to double stamp, bring back all of that detail, and then we're going to do the magic with the glitter. I think that looks like really good. So the way we get the glitter to stick is we are selling double-sided tape, and it comes with a lot. It is $19.99. This roll has been used and used and used. And I believe you can make over 90 cards with one roll. I can't remember how long it actually is. Anyway, it is on in the web store. It tells you the dimensions. Anyway, so there's a little bit of paper still on here, and it is where I cut the last card. It makes it easy to pull it off. And then what I do is I try to put my paper right, the corner right at the edge. And now I'm lining the whole thing at the edge of the paper. Now remember, my paper is oversized, so I can, again, I'm just going to cut the very edge of my paper off, and that's okay because my paper's extra big, and then my scissors don't get super gunky, and then again, I still have another tab. One thing to be careful, make sure your fingers are clean, because if you have any dirt at all, this is so sticky it will leave a fingerprint, and then you'll waste some of your tape. So then you want to rub it over really good because you want to get all of the air bubbles out. I like to use a tray. Some people use coffee filters. Either way is fine. The other thing that's kind of nice, since my paper's a little oversized, it gives me a place to hold on to peel that extra backing off. I just need to push it down a little bit harder. There we go. And I don't know if you can see how shiny that is. That is super duper, just as sticky as the other side. And the beauty of that is we're just going to sprinkle glitter all over it. And then when I pick it up, it'll get it on the rest. And sometimes I like to get glitter on both sides so that I can actually hold it and it won't stick anymore. Gotta make sure we have it completely covered. And then you want to burnish it. See, it still feels a little sticky there. That means it needs more glitter. So if you feel any sticky spots, you just need more glitter. And as you press it down, you'll see that your design pops even better. I did try glittering a big silhouette image and it didn't look good. So it really does look better with the colored images. I could have probably put a small deer or maybe a moose on there, and that might have turned out, but the great big silhouettes, it just doesn't look right. So now all I have to do is trim this up and put it on a card. So it is almost 4 inches wide, not quite. And what I do for that is I just trim down my card a little bit. So it's not quite 4 1/4 inches wide, but very close. So as you can see, that is done. And the glitter is all over it. Very fast, glittery card. And it just makes such a spectacular Christmas card in a short amount of time, which is what we need if we make tons of them. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Happy stamping!